Hello everybody, Ringo Sparky here, and we're looking at old school RuneScape. We're continuing on with some of our beginning quests. And right here, we're kind of in the middle between the two quests that we want to look at. One will be here in Barbarian Village, and the other here in the port. I want to choose to go to the port one first and take whatever bonuses it will give us. And hopefully, level up or maybe become a little bit stronger in our combat or maybe get an item that could help us. And we'll think about that and see what all happens. There's a shop that we may have some gold to buy something as well that I recommend, a very useful item for the very beginning here. But for the quest first, we're going to do the pirate's treasure. Right here it tells us to find Redbeard, the rusty anchor, and he's right here. So go and talk to him to start our quest. And he'll tell us all the goods, but I'm just in search of some treasure. And just keep running through, because anything that's super important should just be posted. Oh, I didn't start the quest, you see, so I didn't click on something right. So let's try that again. I have okay. Try that again. For price. There we go. So we got to go. Okay. Okay, I will bring you some red. There we go. That's the ticker that we want, and he's kind of going through and telling us about the quest. Now we've started it. It's in yellow. We can feel like we're official. Just go down the docks a little bit further, and you'll find out what their names are. It's not the monks. We don't want these guys. They're not going to take us where we need to go. It's over here, the seamen. You can just right click and even just hit pay for fare. That'll run us over there, and they'll charge us for the fare to get over to the island. We don't have to worry about the money because we just did our quest that gave us 300, so you should have that. I would recommend not spending it so you can use it for the startup costs of some of these quests, or at least this one. So confirm, yes please, you can get over here. Because I believe it's 60 coins that we need total for this quest as a startup cost. To get off the boat, just click your plank. But we need 30 for the fee, and then 30 for the rum. And we can make our money to pay for our route back. So we kind of come in here for the banana house and talk to Luthus, and he can give us some employment. So we pick up the bananas and get a crate filled, which will help use to smuggle the rum back. It'll also, like I said, give us pay us 30 coins, so we can use that for our fee back, which is pretty nice as well. Alright, so you're gonna have to pick 10 bananas. It should just be 2 trees. You can choose to pick more and then like try to sell them or so. That's you if you want to farm bananas or search around on the island for anything else here. But all we needed was 10 bananas, and we can go here and buy our rum. We walk into what looks like the bar and talk to Zambo. Yes, please, and he'll sell us the rum that we just need to buy one of. And go back here to talk to Luthus and confirm. keep an eye on our checklists here, so it's not actually crossing these ones off, unless we really haven't finished them, which I guess we haven't. So let's actually talk to him and take care of. This is where the bananas delivered to. No. Okay. We can't, we just gotta go fill the crate. There we go. He won't take them off of our hands. We have to manually do it. You pack all your bananas in the crate, and then click on the rum and have that interact with the crate. It tells you you've stashed it, so you know you've done what you're supposed to. And we can go back to Luthus and tell him that we've done it. All right, there's our 30 coins. Pretty painless. Hey, get out of the house, come on. And we can go back and talk to the port authority or the customs officer, and we can get out of here. All right, I want to journey on the ship. Just going to talk about searching you. Search away because we don't have the rum on us anyways. And then we'll pay the 30 coins. Okay. And that'll get us back, in a sense, home. So you may be like, okay, well what now? First hit the plank, and we can double check what it tells us actually in our list here, that it does have something crossed off now, or almost all of the stuff crossed off, which is good. So it tells us that it's going to go to his store here, which is actually, pull up my map here, yeah, which is actually this store. But we want to go to the fisherman's first. You can even see it from here and right click. To take white apron. Now we're going to need this before, well, we don't have to have it, but we prefer to have this and equipped it before we go over here and talk to this guy. It's just going to make things a little smoother. Because when we come into his store, food store, I think. What heck goblins? I should get a better cameo. It is, it's like a food store or general store. But we want to talk to him. With our apron on, we're going to ask if we can get a job here. And he's going to tell us that we need to have our own white apron, which is great because we already have one. Wow, you're prepared. Did he tell us what to do? Oh, it doesn't matter. We have access now to what we need because we're an employee of his. So we can come in the back, find another white apron and a single banana, but we want to search the crate. And that should give us our rum. You can have your inventory open just to make sure. And I don't feel like taking the white apron as having that, 2 white aprons to then sell later, but somebody needs it. If you want a nickel and dime, you can. There's so many different ways and things you can do in this game, and if you do have some issue getting money in the very beginning, then, there's your option right there. I see bones anytime I see bones on the ground, unless it'll waste too much time or allow me to, go out of my way. I like to grab them and just bury them. As you see, it gave me 4 points of prayer. Nothing special, that's not a lot, but it just adds up. Most monsters that you kill, not all, but a handful, will give you bones or will drop bones. So you might as well just pick them up and drop them. It only takes, a few seconds. And then before you know it, you'll level up your prayer and have all the awesome benefits of that. All right, we're back at Redbeard. Doing this thing. All right. There's still more. Forget. This one just keeps going, it seems like. All right, so it gives us the key. Hector's key in the Blue Moon Inn in Varrock. Okay. And we'll basically be done speaking with him now. And, yeah, we don't have the coins for that pit stop that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. So let's just run over to Varrock. Keep your map open so you can navigate through the manor. I recommend coming up the west side. It's a little more open. You'd see I'm already kind of running into obstacles, but if you stay west of everything, almost kind of hugging the wall, you'll find a nice, pretty open path between the manor or the manor's gate, everything else here, and it's easy to run. If you get too close to the manor, you'll be running into all those dead trees and it'll cause problems. But this will allow us to run up north quite a bit so we can hit over to the bridge that'll cross us, like the Barbarian Village bridge that will allow us to cross the river into Varrock. I have a chest key now, and this is the key from Ernest the Chicken, which to my knowledge is completely useless now that we finished the quest. It just opened up the door for that skeleton, and I don't actually think you can trade that key at all. I'm almost positive you can't sell it, so I don't think you can trade it. So it kind of just becomes an extra garbage item. I always hate to throw things out, so my recommendation will be that you put it in your bank and store it away for the rainy day when you might need it. But you could probably just throw it out. Alright, moving slow here. It would be nice if you had more run or it came back a little quicker. But you're low level, so what do you expect? We have this awesome white apron, which isn't doing anything other than a fashion statement for us now, and you tricked, I guess didn't trick, but impressed the businessmen or grocerymen to give us a job. Alright, this looks like the Blue Moon Inn. Looks like a circle, blue, and possibly the moon. Oh, it's actually got a hole in it so you can see through. And I don't believe there's anybody that you can interact with, at least not right now. You can fight a barbarian if you want. But just run upstairs and you'll see a chest, and that's a pretty good indication this is the right spot, seeing how you were told to come here, and you were given a key to a chest. Yeah, I know it's locked. You use the key chest, and it opens, and you get this pirate message. Visit the city of the White Knight in the in the park. Sardoman points to X, which marks the spot. My reading is so bad, but I honestly just hate the text font that they use in this game. It's so small and just, I don't know, just hard on the eyes. It always has been. I don't have bad eyes, but I just hate trying to read the small text. I just feel like an old person who needs like a magnifying person, or somebody who just isn't as fortunate as me with as good of eyesight and needs some glasses or contacts or magnifying to read it. But we'll get through it. We'll work our way through. So it said to go to the city of the White Knight. I'm not sure how you would go about decoding that or understanding that the city you need to come to is right here, is Falador, which is almost, let's double check, I think it even is, and it's not perfectly west, it's actually southwest a little bit, so hopefully you save some running. If not, you have to move a little bit slower like I am. There are shortcuts and teleport magic and items that you can use in the game to help get you around. We just don't have those right now. And if there are ones that we could be using, we're just not aware of their existence this second. That will help us go in the direction that we want to go. I believe I actually want to cut, yeah, I like to cut south of the Barbarian Village. You don't have to worry about it being a hostile area. It's not. They're only level 9. Easily take you out though. Well, I don't remember there actually being a hole or a gate, so to speak. No, sorry, an entrance in that gate. Oh well. Not like I was a historian of how this game was played or mapped out. Interesting little path that I'm cutting through here, but it will allow us to make it through. And this is just having to kind of save us from going too far out of our way up in the north and then having to cut down. We just already kind of cut down quickly. Keep moving so we're not stalling. And more importantly, if we're on the north side of this ridge or wall here, there's no way to get through it until we get to that little opening just there. So I like to have the freedom to move around a little bit more, even though we're following a gate that, a wall that does the same thing. But either way, we're in the town. And this design is a little interesting. We're not going to go to the center of it. We want to come to this park that they were talking about. And we're going to cross our fingers that we can do this. We've got one piece of food, and we have no run. Just take a quick look at your surroundings. So yeah, you're not going to be able to fish any food. And it doesn't look like there's anything that you're going to be attacked that can drop meat. I don't know if you could be a cannibal and... Oh, we got... Oh, we can't do anything to the ducks other than kill them. Like, oh, is that a food source? So, what's going to happen is we're going to open up a patch here. We've got our spades still. If we don't, there's one in this house. That should be the closest house. There's one on the floor, I think right behind the door. So you won't ever have to worry. There's always to my knowledge, there's always a spade close by when you end up needing one. You just have to really look for it. I think that's the spot. Yep. As you can see, we're being attacked. Keep our eye on it because he's a level 4 and we're level 3. This is really our first combat that we've actually had that we're not running away from. So be careful. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how strong you are. And we don't have anything on us other than what we started with that's doing anything. I don't believe that apron gives us anything. Don't count on it. But we shouldn't have an issue. And you have one piece of food on you, maybe 2 if you still have your shrimp as well. So it'll go through. One important thing that I'm going to focus on, since this is our first combat, is the attack screen here. If you read about it in your tutorial, it'll explain it, and it gives us different experience depending on what we're doing. So I choose right off the bat, keep an eye on your health, that you do the stab or the attack. Alright, go back to the spot again. Use the spade again. And there it is. And now you've actually found the treasure. 2 quest points. No gold. But we do get this casket. Look at that. So let's open that. And here is some gold. You get a ring and an emerald. We're going to throw those throw the ring on. To my knowledge, it doesn't actually do anything. So we'll just get the stat bonus for the stat bonus. We'll just wear it for the decorative. Okay, we want to go next to the No, we want to go to the Barbarian Village next, but we do need some food for our next quest. The issue that I kind of have is we are actually pretty close to the Barbarian Village. Oh, we don't need to worry. It's all at the Barbarian Village. So we head there next. Start saving your run now if you are like I or you need to, because you're going to want to use it in the next quest. It's going to take us through a dangerous area, but we can usually move pretty quick. And even though the guys are aggressive, we're going to hope that we move quickly through it, that they don't really bother us. I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's not meant to be hard either. However, there is some interesting monsters down there which could be useful to kind of spend some time leveling up your skills, like in attacking, your attack skills or combat skills, but not at our level. We're way too low to effectively use those monsters, or all of them anyways. There may be one low level that we could do, but I am not going to go down there in the idea of hunting and farming and leveling up there. So don't take the beers. We really want the cooked meat is what we want. We want that filling our inventory. Come on, there's 2 pieces. These do come back. I don't know what the exact replenish time is on them. I would like a full inventory of food, or at least maybe 4 more pieces. I'm trying to run through my mind here exactly how much I think we might need. So I would love to say, oh, you don't need any, you'll be fine. But I can already got that thought in the back of my head where I want to just be safe rather than sorry. Rather be safe than sorry and not have to die. So all barbarians, they are not aggressive. A special one here, and then just a regular person or a regular NPC to talk to here. Just gonna give it another quick moment here. We're not gonna be waiting all day. That's food to replenish, and they can't have it replenished too fast, otherwise it could break the economy. People just come here and grab it and run, which was and is something that people do or used to do. I would suggest more doing it with the beer glasses than the food, but you could just grab them quickly, run to what is actually closer. Technically, the bank is closer. Could grab them, run. Actually, that bank is probably technically, that bank's a lot closer. Run and bring them up to the bank, but ultimately then just take them over to the exchange and sell them. But that's not what we're going to be focused on. Cool, that food didn't take too long. I don't want us waiting all day. I keep a timer going, but I'd say that was at least like 1.5 or 3 minutes. Somewhere in that wild estimated range. But we'll take what we have, and we're going to venture down. And before you even think about climbing down this hole, make sure you have put your two-factor authentication on from the actual website with your actual account, like your RuneScape account, not your in-game ID or anything. And because if we don't have that, we won't really be able to enjoy the benefits of this quest. The whole point of this quest is to pretty much get users to be more secure about their gameplay and their password. So we loot the dead guy and we get the Stronghold Notes. Go ahead and just open it up to read. You can see we can jump to the different areas. Basically what I get out of this, even without reading it, is that we probably have 4 levels that we need to go through. So they're going to ask us questions. I'm going to keep the window open just to have access to my food if I need it. They're not going to ask us questions. I'm sorry if I said that. They're going to ask us questions, actually. And then we need to answer what we think is the best way to usually protect our ID or our password. Without reading the question, you can usually figure these out. If there's any report option, like report them or whatever, choose that. That I think 100% of the time is the answer. Report them. Because you don't want people trying to scam you. And then even if they didn't get away with scamming you, that they just go down the road and scam somebody else. So I'll put a stop to that right away. All right, you should go through one gate, it brings you into the safety, and then the second gate asks you the question to take you into the next area. Something about PIN. I think it's, what you use for the PIN, and you shouldn't use your bank account or your birthday. It's maybe the birthday of somebody else famous. This way people, if they guess your PIN, then they don't have more information like your bank account or your PIN number, whatever you're using. It's all very smart, very suggested practices for security. So definitely follow them. They're very useful. For our period, we're just trying to run through this here. Again, report is in the question or in the answer, so we know that is the correct answer to choose. You could spend a little bit of time here on your level 1 rats. I think there are level 3 rats somewhere too, maybe. But again, we're not here to level combat. We're here to just do a quest. Don't forget to set up two-factor. The only way to do that is by email. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Use the account recovery system. Whatever they were asking, that was our answer. I should be better about paying attention to the security they're trying to help us with. These miniatures can be a very nice thing to use leveling up combat when you're ready for them, but we're very far away from that point. Alright, to our next door. What is an example of a good bank pin? The birthday of a famous person. We've already answered this. So yeah, we don't want to be using the actual numbers that we use for something else that's more secure and more valuable. More valuable than this game. Or than this game is to you or I, or, and so on. So our last question. Ash, you must answer me this. A player something starts, reacts. There's got to be a report. Is there a report? Don't share your information or report the player. Yep, there it is. Alright, we made it through the first floor. You see there was no issue. We didn't have to fight or attack anybody. We just had to answer some questions. And that's going to be the name of the game here. So, we did it. Uh-oh, did we not set up to something? Thought we had two-factor here. After all that you've been through, it appears that you've not learned the value of securing your account. When your account is secure, please come back and claim your reward. Well, it's got to be a time thing. I have two-factor set up, but I'm not sure if I log out or not during that time. So let's see if logging out and logging back in will trigger that. Here's the right option. This is what I get for not paying attention to the tutorial. Oh, it goes right here. Okay, now I feel like I don't know what I'm doing at all. Why are we not having two-factor set up? Making this look silly here. Okay. Oh, that's our bond. Where is our log out? This is so goofy. Okay, is this because we're on the Steam version? We can't. I know we're gonna figure it out, and it's gonna seem so stupid. I really thought it was in the account management view. Open up our Grand Exchange stuff. Oh, this is just fun. I don't care about time played. I know we don't have a lot of time in this game. Look at that, and you can even set up some stuff to get an idea. Getting a grip on it. Reach level 10 in attack skills. Always more suitable targets. Looking for more information. That's interesting, but I don't understand how you get show path reward. Free to play, one-time use. This is a voucher. Huh. Interesting and new. Don't remember that at all before. Oh my goodness, it's way up there. It's the big old X. Like I said, kick me in the butt for spacing on how to log out. Alright, let's log back in and see if that now is fixed for us. Yay! Alright. See? The harder part, honestly, almost seemed like logging out than it did logging in. And wow. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. Ugh. You can all call me out for having so much trouble to find a giant X. Okay, I actually didn't look at the best possible mapping route, but I believe we go up and around and down through. So we'll just keep asking the questions. We did the hard part. Reported. There we go. Lets me through. And we can kind of run up and hit this door right here. See, we do got a guy on us, so that's why we brought a little bit of food. It's still kind of early in our plight down here, so we might not want to use it, but I did anyways. I do through account settings on their website. We cannot email them. But here were those rats where I was thinking, oh, these rats are about 26. Wow. Just always know where you're going before you click on the door to take you in or ask the question, because you can see they're going to start attacking you as soon as you open that door. So make sure you got a nice, good idea of where you're going or how you're getting there before you go. Don't give them the password, not even your close friends. Gets us into the next portion. We're just cruising along. Again, nothing hard, nothing complex. But we make our way through. And another question to answer. So, we don't want to post on media about it. We want to secure the device and reset the password. I don't even know how those two options are in the same category, but made it nice and easy for us. And it looks like we only have one more gate and we're in, so there's no monsters in our way. We can be nice and safe about that. And consider ourselves done with 2 floors now. Alright, we're going to say nobody, and that is the correct answer. We're in to search the pot for our second gift. Again, we only get these like you saw because we set up 2-factor. It let us continue. So it's basically kind of rewarding us and drilling into our head about the security. We got more gold. We are doing good. Let's go down to the 3rd level. Get harder because the monsters are harder. The questions are not, though. I like to set it towards north again, and you can hit your map to check the best possible route to go in these, because you can see that there may be a quicker way or a longer way, depending on which way you go, but it also may depend on the type of monsters you're going to encounter with that way. Let's say, no way I'm reporting you is always the answer. And wow, that guy just hit me for 7, so be careful as we drop down and die. And we lose all of our goodies. So we did a little early. We wanted to bite the bullet and take our chance, because first of all, it gave us so much gold that we just lost. So we could be in real big trouble if we don't go get our gold back. And these are the problems that happen when you're not perfect and when you play a game that plays back. So it was very risky, and we are so low level that, going down to the 3rd floor, we risk that. And there wasn't really much that we could have done about that, even with food, because he just took so much life out of us, and he kind of clipped us right there before we entered the safe zone, or the safe area. So, I mean, nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to survive every battle or every encounter that they come into. I find it very hard for anybody to say they've never died. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not going to call anybody a liar, because I know you could possibly do that. You could just be that good that you never take a death. But again, we live in an imperfect world where things happen, and we need to know how to deal with them when they do. So we're about to run out, or we're about to stop being able to run. Just going to kind of save that anyways. Once we get to our little caves there in the Barbarian Village, we shouldn't have an issue about getting back down. I think we can use the shortcut. Never actually clicked on it or did anything with it, so not positive. But there are shortcuts, so hopefully since we got through it, we can go back and use them. But I really want to get through all 4 floors here for the gold and the bonuses and to finish the quest. But it really does look like we may be halted up for a second if we just can't take... that's what we should have kicked out if we can't take a hit. We do have a prayer defensive prayer that we can use. It'll increase our defense by 5%. That may help or be very handy. Hey, look at that. That's what I like to see. So we were able to just jump right through. We only have 1 point, so it's not going to stay on long. It's probably not actually going to be useful. I would have liked to have like maybe 3 points in it to stay on long enough for us to run around a little bit. One, I'm worried though that if we kick it on, it's just going to be used up then. Right. Back to where we had to get all greedy and rush. And now look at this. There's no reason over here now. The spider is hanging out. You can actually shoot and attack these creatures with ranged magic, or with ranged attack or ranged magic, but we don't have that. We're not strong enough anyways. Perfect. This time he only got us for a little bit. And look at all of that. It dropped all of our food separately, as if it like didn't want to give it back to us or to take more time picking it all up. Health is fine. Let's equip all of our stuff back. So we have defense. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh no, not missing it. We just don't have anything. Okay, and that's part of the why. Part of why it is why this is so rough on us. So that's 1, 2, 3 that are actually going to be in the way and preventing me from getting over there. And I'm actually going to cut this. No, we're not going to cut this. I don't want to quit on you. But we need some more defense. We shamefully had a death. So let's return home. And with our fat sum of cash, we can get some equipment here. It's possible you go check out the exchange and buy some things on there at a range of prices. Could most likely be cheaper, may not. We're going to hit the plate leg and the scimitar shop over here. And I'm trying to decide at what point and how we do this. So part of me, everything's one. Everything is low. There's a part of me wants us to hang around and wait until our Defense is level 5, and then I think we can wear steel. But we are fresh out of the gates here. We've already made the mistake of dying and going further than we could handle, which was unfortunate and rough. So, show you to arm up a little bit here instead of going straight at something that may be a little too risky for you to handle. The first 2 floors were great because they gave us up to this 5,000, the 5,000 gold, so we have plenty of gold now to arm ourselves up to continue back with the rest. Here we'll find the plate legs, and we're going, always check the value so we don't go too crazy on our pricing here, but there we go. Iron is on. So this will be very helpful for us now to take some defense. And we should have left the dungeon area after we completed the 2nd floor and come out here and armed up a little bit. And there's more places we're going to go as well. So just stay glued. So there we go. It's 112, and we bought the scimitar for us. All right. So we should be good in this area. To my knowledge, I can't think of anything else that's going to arm us up. Oh no, that's the tannery. We don't want the tannery. It's going to arm us up the way we want here. Just looking here. Again, there's plenty of stuff that I am not aware of that could help. I mean, it might be something stashed in the general store. Instead of crossing the gate and paying the fee, again, we're going to just be cheap and... Wait, no. We're going to go back, we'll pay the fee, because we want to see something. Yes, it's okay. It's only 10, we do have it. If you ever need the money, fight with these goblins for quite some time. And a rare drop kind of is 5 coins or somewhere around 5 coins. So you usually just need 2 of them and you can get through. Now it won't get you back, so you might need some more. All right, let's swing by here really quickly, and I can already see there's a raw beef. So let's see if anybody's left any beef on the ground for us to get through here. It just saves us some time, so we don't have to go and actually kill a cow. There's another one. I'm going to grab that raw beef while it's right there. And I'm starting to think there is a quest that deals with her in this, and I'm trying to think about where it is we're starting it, or if we want to just do it first. I just like to jump into the good stuff. I like to be able to do that little dungeon under Barbarian Village as soon as possible, since it just gives so much gold. You're not going to be able to find anything else that gives you such a good start in the game. A lot of stuff here. I know I say, the bones, go for the bones. I would go for the bones too. But I don't want to be wasting my time attacking the chicken. This is what I don't want to do. And feathers, they stack, so that's very nice. Alright, we'll take out this last chicken. And again, if you don't remember, stay on chop, so we start leveling our attack up first, and I choose to do that first because it's what will allow us to wield a better scimitar. And scimitars are probably one of, if not the best, or at least in the very beginning, weapons to use to level up your combat skills go because they attack fast. You can get a lot of attacks in at a time, and their stats are really good. All right, with what we have here, we did leave one. Look at that. We did leave one spot for some wood. So we're going to get some wood, start a fire, and cook the rest of the food that we have in our inventory here. Use with tinderbox. There it is. And as we come into Varrock, we'll be able to buy our next piece of armor, some plate armor. So having the plate armor and the plate legs with some food will hopefully give us a better defense to get us through everything else. When we level, we'll probably have to start back over on our clicks. And just let's hope that we cook most of it rather than burn it, so we don't waste what we've collected here. Level up again. And I have to re-click, but this time I'm going to do my steaks. Go back to the last piece of chicken and drop all the burnt garbage. Good. All right. I'm going to take the road in, and remember that this is by the Black Wizards, so just be a little cautious. And you should have no problem. I want to run. I'm going to run. I don't care. I can say, but I don't want to because we're going to want to save that for when we're in the dungeon. Is what it is. I just want to be moving around. So staying further west of this road will keep you safer, or just running will pretty much only give them time to maybe launch one attack at you versus walking. If more than one decide to come at you, you could have quite a few attacks. Usually nothing to worry about. Low levels, they'll get you. So I think it's right here, your anvil and your plate body. We'll talk to him and do some trading. We can just do iron. I will check the value because it does get a little pricier in the plate body area. We can afford. Oh, I think we can equip, and I'm just going to drop the apron. And drop the pirate's message. We're done with that quest. And I'm going to drop the key as well. I just would rather have the open inventory slots. I'm going to take off the run and just slowly trek west so that I build that back up and go clear the last 2 floors of that pesky little dungeon. That's way, well, I should say that's way higher, but it has monsters that are way higher than us, and are aggressive, so puts a little challenge there. If you're I don't want to say perfectionist, but if you're one of those people that are like, I'm going to play without dying, you can see where I've made my mistakes, and you can either just walk a different route, take a different path, or arm yourself up like I have, which should help take care of all of it. Now, I still don't have a helmet, I don't have boots, I don't have gloves. We don't want to worry about boots because we're about to get a free pair. And they'll be useful. So there's no point in wasting money on boots. But you could definitely get a helmet. I overlooked where that was, probably passed by the helmet store. Maybe it was in a different town. I just can't think off the top of my head. But again, more armor will never hinder us in this, in what we're doing here. It could hinder you if you're trying to do magic, but we're also not casting magic right now. And as cool as magic is, it's really not effective to jump into it in the very beginning. There's a couple things that we want to get to make sure our magic casting is as effective and as efficient as possible. All right, let me get a grasp on where we are here. Save my run until I absolutely need it. That's awesome. Oh, looks like somebody's even in here. Whoa! Look at that little guy. That little 24 spider I didn't even see almost took me out. That's a huge chunk. So, hope there's not enough food. Fill ourselves back up on health. I'm still a hit point short, aren't I? Better. Sorry. Get another piece of food because I definitely want full health and run on when I go through this next portion right here. We get to say nobody, and as soon as you do, oh, come on. All right, as soon as we click on continue, it'll put us through the door, and we want to click and run on that next door to make sure nobody comes gets us. So now that's pretty good, and the next room looks safe. I will turn off the run since that room looks safe, and we can charge up. Allow me to click off of that though. Website. Go, bud. Come on. Don't. Again, this is a safe room since there are no monsters in it. But you can see, like, if it wasn't, we were moving way too slow for that. Okay. I think we have maybe 2 more gates to go through. Maybe only 1 more that might give us any issue. Kick on our boots. Go to answer the question. Virus, scan the computer, and then change your password. Click continue. Get ready to click on that door. Double click if you have to. And oh my goodness, run and get in. Eat your food. Alright. Take the foot off. We are safe the rest of the way. That door just awesome. Opens for us. We don't even have to answer a question. Alright. Perfect. Now we can go to the center and get our box of healing. So just have to do the same concept 1 more time. And we should be golden. Okay, you feel fresh, renewed, a lot of coins. I'm not even going to say it may be. It is a smart idea to maybe just exit, deposit all of your coinage, so you're good and you never have to worry about losing it. Nothing is attacking me right now. I'm not sure which way is the fastest way. I would just recommend maybe climb through that portal ASAP. So that nobody attacks you, because that's level 159. I think that's just completely ridiculous, but probably not aggressive because it's just so high of a level. All right, we came this way, and we're going to hope that this will be a nice quick way into the center of the cradle. I'm not positive if these guys are aggressive or if they're even going to be an issue. No way I'm reporting you. Again, have an idea of where you're going, maybe before you open the door. Come on, I have to even double click so you really see that. I can see now that we have to go all the way, holding, sticking to the left and get to that door right there. Just those things make me a little nervous there. 76. Make me nervous, but we're going to do it. We organize your map so you know. So we have to kind of go out the east of this room, and that should do it. This should be the last kind of spot. Okay. Click on the old boots just to be safe. We're just gonna go say no. And right click to make sure that you get the actual open portal option. Oh, we were hit once, but we're fine. They can't come past the gates, so we did it. One death, ashamed to say. We should have stepped out and used our gold to buy some armor first and then come back. No, you should never buy an account is the correct answer. And that is it to get us through. We have succeeded. So that's here, and it'll give us a choice. I like the colorful ones, so I'm going to choose those. It does say that they're both equal. So now we have some boots. We have 10,000 gold, or what's left of it after we spent to gear up. And I'm going to leave you at this point for us to move on to some other quests later and do some other videos. But you can see that we have a nice start, 10,000 gold, some boots, some armor, and we can start diving into some of the other aspects of old school RuneScape later. Thank you very much, and have a good day, everyone.